Alright, part 2. Let me check my base real quick. Make sure everybody's working correctly and not slacking. Oh man, everybody's just dead. Well, at least they're not in a stage right now and dying. Hey, what's up, Con? Just setting up my base before we start. Man, I have so little units that I can't really efficiently manage my facilities very well. Check my clues. I have so many sevens, what the heck? I'm also hoarding resources until I can get lava's altar. Just making sure everything's running smoothly. I thought we were gonna get Laura from the event, but it looks like we're getting what's her name, the restaurant girl. Oh yeah, I got some pulls to do. Yeah, Helena. I thought she wasn't a playable character. Okay. That's what I was wondering, if Laura was playable, cause if I was thinking since I saw Helena there, I think they made her playable, but I guess Laura wasn't playable. I have 4 rolls left. Actually, let me check the store real quick. I probably need to max out my Gabrielle, even though I don't even use her. Oh, what's this? Okay, I need 18 for that. Ah, I can't get any more. Man, I need 50 for a bagpipe. Yeah, definitely. I was thinking about that. Like when it's an NPC, but like I was wondering which unit we were gonna get for free, either Laura or Helen. And I thought like maybe it was still took time for Helen to come out for them to make her. But considering what is this? I don't know how old this event is. Yeah, there's this one unit in Epic 7. Oh, is it new? Oh, a dude. Ugh. Thanks, I guess. Oh man, I want Jessica. I probably don't even know. What the fuck is this? This is a basic skill? Excuse me? And you're a defender? What the fuck is this? And you blocked 3? Oh, but you don't have any arts resistance, I think that's what that is. Oh man. Hey, I mean like I don't think I'm ever gonna use the male operators honestly. As cool as some of these male operators look, the 6 stars, like this dude here, he looks cool, but I don't think I will use him. And look at that range. Ugh. What are you, a guard? Okay. I thought you were a defender for a second. I mean, unless they look like Astolfo, I'll give it some thought. Alright, let's head into the event. Hey, let me see. Jessica, Amia, Lapland. Yeah, I have accepted that that's like that's a thing. That's a normal thing for gotcha games.
どんどん強くなる僕の力愛してくれるよね。隊長はテキサスにやってもらおう。
All right, you're gonna take out a loan from the bank? Have you lost your mind? What's your plan then, wise guy? How do you reckon we get a Tremont in just a few? Oh, how do you plan to get to Tremont in just a few days? This clinical trial is Tibby's last chance. I'll think of some other way. What other way? No way we're getting that kind of money without a loan. Right. Don't we get health insurance for Tibby before? That should cover serious illnesses. A year ago? It's been a year since it's a rerun. Ooh, that's a long time. Well, considering how old the game is, I'm sure they have a lot of events going, especially the new ones coming in, right? What the hell do you think I was doing all day yesterday? I went to the bank to cash out on the insurance, but Tivia's illness wasn't covered at all. I'm begging you, please, let's not jump straight to taking out a loan, okay? Just think about your sister. She only took a small loan, but it ruined her life. Remember how much she suffered until finally her entire family died on their way to the frontier. So calm down and think this through. There's gonna be another way. Man, I really love the design of Liscaram's sword. And her scabbard too. Liscaram, fuck, I mean, Franca. oh, oh god. Liscaram is holding something called a sword. uh, oh man. I don't know how I feel about that anymore. Okay, why do I see this stuff every damn time I come to the bank? All the more reason for us to be here, and especially for us to attend this so-called welcoming party, Franca. If we don't witness these things with our own eyes, we'll forever remain left in the dark. Is Fort Barron going to tow Davistown back onto its original route all by itself? This request was made directly by the regional government. The outcome will affect Blacksteel's image and credibility. We'll give this mission our all. Good to hear. We appreciate it. All part of the job. Would it tell you like beer or champagne? We're out in the sticks, so you may find our selection rather unsatisfactory. All I can ask is that you bear with us. Unsatisfactory? You're too humble. Take a look, Captain. This beer has no label on the bottle, but it's just as good as any niche brand from a craft brewery. The champagne's also high-end, I must say. Excellent taste. It's important to keep some luxury items on hand when you're stationed in a difficult area. We do have to keep up morale after all. Is cranking up the thermostat so high that people want to crack open an ice cold beer also part of keeping up morale? Well, yes, as you've noticed, we do have a separate backup energy supply, which includes heating and electricity. Funny how no one else seems to have this backup system. That would be due to the prescience. Was this presence? Is that what that's supposed to be? Of our first president during the early planning and development phase, an important safety consideration. The services provided by a financial institution are somewhat unique. Large amounts of money flow in and out, and be it systems or resources, it's always better to be more self-reliant. Presumably, blacks still built their safe house here in Davistown out of the very same concerns. Isn't that right, Miss Franklin? Oh, I'm fine with just a glass of water. I'll leave the beer for your employees to keep up morale. We sent people back to Blackstone HQ to report the repair status of Davistown's power plant. As the plant has not been restored to a state where it can support navigation, HQ will naturally have to formulate a new solution. We are very appreciative of your company's contributions to our town. However, until a solution is in place, we do have one humble request. What sort of request? We were hoping you could help maintain law and order here. I'm sure you've already encountered bandits on the town's outskirts. They've caused a substantial amount of damage. Even more troubling is the fact that a number of people living here are, to put it nicely, bandits themselves. To put it less nicely, they're the bandits' reserve army. We would be very grateful if you could clear them out of Davistown. Here's a list of names. Over the past few days, we've sent personnel to conduct security operations around the plate's perimeter. Based on the reports, I have little reason to believe that so many dangerous elements are operating here. There are people here with no money, yet are unwilling to put in the work to pay back their debts. How can you guarantee they won't resort to more desperate measures down the line? If you insist, we'll look into it. You'll look into it. Why must you verify it yourself? You can't take us at our word? If our trust is so fragile that it's broken just by double checking a list, then it wasn't worth much to begin with. Do as you please then, but if you really want to check things, be sure to be thorough. How'd it go? Any developments on your end? Target's already entering visual range. Seems like he's not the only one here. Is he working with someone? Seems to be someone from the plate. Woodrow? Sir, is that possible? Anything's possible. When the government here collapsed, some young'uns with too much time on their hands formed gangs and started making trouble all over the place. But what do they hope to accomplish by colluding with the bandits out in the barrens? Jessica, they're about to disperse. Should we arrest them? What do you think, Woodrow? Wait and see. Now's not the time. Then, don't do anything for now. Record where they showed up and contact me if they show up here again. Alright, no problem. One sec. Which direction did the bandits go? I'm gonna follow them and have a look. They went southeast. Should I come with you? Nah, I can handle this myself. Head back for now. Woodrow is also a bandit. The leader. Jessica, is that gentleman someone from the plate? He's been investigating these bandits on his own, so he should be able to help us out. I'm not sure how to break this to you, but I feel like you need a reminder. Getting cozy with the locals rarely works out well. Why is that? Places like Davistown don't just go on like normal after getting reclaimed by the government. They've always got other plans on the docket. And when the time comes, the businesses, the infrastructure, and even the residents will be replaced. Then what happens to the original residents? Where do they go? I don't know how Blacksteel usually handles it, but with my last employer, we were only responsible for kicking them out. What happened afterwards was none of our business. How could they not care? That's totally illegal. How could they just drive out all the locals? There's always an excuse when it comes to places like this on the verge of bankruptcy. like bad debts, tax investigations, security concerns, debts. Not just me, everyone left here in debt. How do I put this? Well, I'll just give it to you straight. You asked about a guy who walked out into the snowfield area, right? It's probably 'cause of his debt. That kind of stuff happens all the time here. After being forced into bankruptcy, he had no choice but to. Jessica, hey Jessica, what's gotten into you? I'm heading back first. That stubborn, good-for-nothing father of yours, starting today. What nonsense are you spewing? Let go of me. Are they talking to that engineer's kid? Is that a child's voice? Yeah, that's what I thought. Mentioned his father or something. This brat sure knows how to whine. Guess he needs a gang. He needs a gag and a good beating before he'll learn to follow us obediently. Stop right there. Let go of him. Shoot him up, Jessica. Shoot him right up. Why should I? Who the hell are you? Hey, try. They're trying to kidnap me. Don't make me repeat myself. Let go of the kid. His father is in so much debt that even selling the boy off wouldn't pay it all back. So what if we kidnap him? Debts? Are you here to collect debts? Wait, don't tell me you're working for the bank. Mind your own damn business. Now get out of here. Help, someone. Save me. Your damn mouth. Sir, shut your damn mouth. Oh, it's Benny. Last warning, let the kid go and don't make any rash movements. Otherwise, my next bullet won't just be a warning shot. Shoot him up, Jessica. Do it. Playing hardball, huh? Let's get out of here. No point risking our lives over this damn brat. Dang it. Honestly, I feel like I'd rather fight these guys than what I'm fighting in the normal stage. What's your name? Where do you live? I can take you back home. I'm Benny, and you can just leave me at the diner. My dad's there every night, so I can wait for him there. Is your dad Leon Theramin? How'd you know? I met him. Alright, those two people back there were talking about his debts. Were they debt collectors sent by the bank? At first, it was just collection letters. Then they started sending people to our house to cause trouble. And my dad chased them out, and this time the bank probably wanted to use me to force him to pay them back. That's clearly a crime. Who's gonna stop them? There's no police here. Can you show me your dad's bills? I might be able to help. Are you serious? His bills are something awful. uh, I took a gander, and there ain't a whole lot more we can do for the old tower this time around. I already told you that Laurel girl did a great job tidying things up and fixing what could be fixed, but you just had to come out here yourself. Just wanted to see if there's anything Black still missed that we could handle. Well, you think they're gonna pay off your loans if you work overtime? I can dream, can I? You're better off praying for goldbacks to fall from the sky. I told you, your only lifeline at this point is selling off all the shares you got in the mine. No, I know you blew your life savings and took out loans to get those shares, but hell no. Now let me ask you, how much debt is that payment from Blackstone even gonna clear? I reckon it's nowhere close to even paying off the interest. Ah shit. I don't know why it actually tabbed out. Okay. How about this then? Help me with the plant's maintenance. We'll be able to keep it running off the fuel that Blacksteel brought. I also happen to have a few days off. I'll pay you with the money Blackstone gave me, and then that'll buy you some time with the bank at least. No, Miles, you earned that money. Besides, how's that any different from just giving it away? Not like this. Not like that. Sounds to me like you got an excuse to say to everything. It ain't gonna matter when you're bankrupt and banks stealing the shirt off your back. I wonder if Miles has any debt, because it sounds like he doesn't. There's gonna be a way. There's gotta be a way. Beer, electricity, security deposit, everything looks fine and it's within the range of what I can cover. What what you can cover? Are you gonna pay off Leon's debt? If possible, yes. Bro, this chick has so much money. If 500k wasn't enough to pay it off, then how much is she taking off of it? Dad's more afraid of owing favors than anything else. When my brother passed away, he couldn't even afford a funeral, and when people offered to lend him money, he said he didn't want to be treated like a beggar. So he ended up following Uncle Woodrow around outside, logging, hunting, fin catching. He worked so hard those 2 months that when he came back, his fingers were deformed. And how much money did he make from all that? About 2 or 3 thousand. He'll never pay back his debts like that. Wait, what? He's still one of the mine's shareholders? Forget it. After the mine shut down, he's had to pay all kinds of fuel fees, vacancy fees, and land management fees just to keep his shares, and he borrows piles of money from the bank every year to do it. That's practically an open wound they're bleeding him dry with. Even if I came in to help him, there's no way he'd be able to pay it off. If he doesn't dump those shares, he's going to have nothing left. Not happening. Dad loves that mine more than anything. He'd never dump those shares, even if we both got sent to the frontier for hard labor. Benny, don't talk about your father like that. By the way, Jessica, what's got into you all of a sudden? Is something wrong? Leon's still a shareholder in the mine, so the bank's not likely to make him declare bankruptcy anytime soon. I saw someone trying to kidnap Benny today to force Leon to pay off his debts. Kidnapping? They can go after Leon all they want, but to try to kidnap a teenage boy? Have they no shame? Benny, you're staying with me for now. When Leon finds out his kid's missing, I'll give him a piece of my mind and ask him what the hell he's going to do. What the hell he's doing as a father. I agree. I wish I was Benny at this moment. Staying over at Helena's? Best days. No, don't tell him. I don't want him to worry. We've gone way past making him worry. He needs to know how damn well the consequence of what he's doing. I still need to go home. How can such a stubborn asshole have a kid as sweet as you? In any case, if he's willing to sell his shares, then that combined with some tax rebates and preferential policies he never noticed should be enough to cover the debt. You sure? I can practically guarantee it. Alright, sounds like he just needs a good reminder to stop messing around. It's finally over. So, why is the main switch for the entire building located just 100 steps from the front entrance? Is this also some great prescience? Pre prescient? Oh, I can't. Whatever. From the bank's founder? That's ridiculous. It doesn't make a lick of sense. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. There's a desk 7 paces out. Then make a left turn. 24, 25, 26. Oops, bumped into the lamp. 57, 58, 59, 100. Excuse me, can I help you? Is the bank still open? I'd like to take out a loan. Sylvia, get over here, Sylvia. Quick, I'd like to borrow some money from the bank. Can I count on you to get me a slightly better interest rate? Oh, I should never have been so mean to you. What are you doing here? Wait, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, you two, but we're not open for business today. Seeing the couple stare at each other in silence, Sylvia bows her head and steps away from the bank gates. The way back, the thick darkness that even the street lights do not penetrate, lingers with her, caressing her neck affectionately. Since her mother passed away, she left work the same way every day, just like this. 1,877, 108,078, and home. She's just counting her steps? I thought she was just doing that to like get out of the bank. She just because it was so dark. Mom, I'm home. She waits for a long time, but only silence greets her back. After a moment, she takes out her keys, opens the door, wipes the soles of her shoes on the doormat, and leaves the suffocating darkness in the streets behind her. Oh, okay. To the stage. Ooh, it's kind of lagging a little bit. Dio. Dio. Oh shit. Mm, I should have put you up further. Oh well. Dio. Hopefully I won't need a healer over there. Oops, missed. It was really, really laggy. I've been having some connection problems recently, so I'm guessing that's why it's like that.
もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。はい、私が怖いですか？私は一歩も引きません。私は一歩も引きません。
Oh man, Lescarm's really getting wrecked over there. How far can your skill reach? Oh, she can reach that far with her skill? That's quite... That's... That's like better than a normal healer. But I guess with the but with the disadvantage of being a worse healer, right? Since she's a defender, essentially. Convincing Leon to sell his shares. Not happening. Count me out. Why, aren't you two friends? Sure, but we wouldn't be if I forced him to do stuff like that. We've all tried talking to him about the shares, but the stubborn bastard won't listen. Is there really no way to get through to him? Nope. And I was thinking that if only you'd talk to him for me, then what? Then I'd give you this box of chocolates as I thank you. Ugh, Jessica, never change. The pastries back home gave me these when I can't pronounce that. Gave me these when I set out. Said I'd have something to chew on whenever my mouth was empty, and now this is the last box. Yeah, but the range of her skill looked pretty wide. But like, of course, I'm sure she doesn't heal as potently as actual healers, right? I honestly I thought the her skill only like reached just right next to her, like in the tiles just like right across. But it went like two tiles out in each direction. I'm really reluctant to give this away. So since you don't want to, forget it. Sancta. Oh, right, the wings. I forgot because like the wings are so like faded. It's hard to like notice them sometimes, especially whenever they're out in the snow. Oh, never mind. Now he's highlighted. I can see it much better now. I forget. Hmm. Did he just respond with a grunt? That's different. If you don't want to help, then no chocolate for you. That came out wrong. Okay, I confess. It was Helena who suggested I bring you chocolates. She said that you have a soft spot for them. So she told you to come, and here you are. Leon's situation is looking really bad. I hope I have to try everything I can, no matter what it takes. Virgil stares straight at Jessica, but she doesn't notice. She's completely lost in her embarrassment and frustration. Her head droops as she fiercely racks her brain to figure out how to navigate this conversation faster. Sorry I keep pestering you. I'll head back for now and think of some other way myself. Just leave the chocolates on the cabinet. You know what? I'll let him have it. He can have the he can have the chocolates. We need the help anyway. Give me a moment to pack up and wash my face. Then we're leaving. Now then, I got a question. Is Woodrow a playable character? Cause he looks like he has enough design to be a character, but the problem is he looks too uh, faded like other NPCs. Most NPCs they have like a bland color palette. That's what it looks like. So, but I'm hoping with it because like he looks like he has enough design to be a character that we can use. Fuck. Oh well. He's agreeing to it, even though I totally blew my secret. Does he care about his image with Helena that much, or is it the chocolates? Well, whatever. All that matters is that he agreed. The cabinet. Oh, is it this one? The drawer's open. The old Sancta's drawer resemble him. Simple and unadored. A belt, a holster, and a pair of fingerless gloves. So, like, just is that like a known fact, or is it just certain Sancta that we interact with just has a thing for chocolates? Cause like I wouldn't know how I would feel if my whole race, if people knew my whole race had a thing for sweets. Jessica, Jessica, Jessica sets the box of chocolates down and notices a few pieces of paper pressed beneath the gloves. Eroded by time, the pages have taken on a brittle yellow complexion. Jessica knows that she shouldn't look, but can't control her urges to sneak a peek. Is a photo of Woodrow and the boss? There's another Sancta too, and a piece of paper under the photo. It is an identification document. The black ink is hard to make out on the brown parchment, and only a few words really stand out. Okay, so it's just well, okay, well, that I don't know how under what kind of weird people we're gonna meet in their group. Camp Collis, Camp Collis. You done putting away the chocolates? Yes. By the way, I then let's get going. Mu- uh, So like a type of evolution maybe? But that's pretty interesting. Hmm. I'd like to get into that soon. Leon, your financial situation is in dire straits. If you drag your feet any longer, then when the bank declares you unavailable to play, repay your debts, you'll be forced to declare bankruptcy, and by that point, you won't be able to save your shares or your house. If you insist on holding onto your shares, you'll be forced to sell off your house, and you won't even have a roof over your head. Plenty of people have tried to talk me into selling my shares, but you're the first to make a good case for selling my house. No, I'm not telling you to sell your house. I'm just reminding you of the consequences. If you don't mind, I can also, what I mean is, I have some money I can give you to help pay off your loans, even though it's no small amount. What? Thanks, but no thanks. I don't need your charity. No, I mean, I'll lend it to you, but I won't charge any interest. You can just pay it back at your leisure, whenever your financial situation has improved. Look, Jessica, I'm a grown-ass man with both my hands and feet. I don't need a little girl half my age lecturing me on how to improve my life. I hope you never bring this up to me again. Wait, Leon, please don't push me. What, you're out here sipping tea, Woodrow? It's already gone cold. Just take the girl with you when you go. Are you going to say something, Woodrow? You agreed to this. Oh my god, I knew something like this was gonna happen. He didn't say he would help, but he just said put the chocolates on the drawer. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. What the hell do you mean the guns? What does Sanctor have to do with guns? Did I? Huh? All I said was that I'd come with you, so I did. Thanks for the chocolate, Jessica. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh man, you can't do this. At this rate, Leon's going to be left with nothing to his name. So what? Try as you like. When you burn a wet piece of coal, all you get is a face full of ashes. How could you? You... Captain, we are seriously going to go through the entire list. Man, like... I'm really into this event, but the problem is the music is really it's really like giving me emotions that I don't know how it's doing this, but like the music in the background is just so it's like hitting deep. And with everything going on in the background, ugh. Captain, are we seriously going to go through the entire list? How many doors have we knocked on so far? 14, other than the second household, where the middle-aged man's son did in fact run off to join the bandits. The rest were all honest people guilty of nothing more than being unable to pay off their debts. The bank couldn't dig up any dirt on them, so they resorted to using us to run them out of town. Despicable. And this is number 15. We'll just check one more and then... Wait, what's going on? Why are you sitting outside? My head, it's spinning. Go sit outside in the cold, you crusty old fossil. The headache will go away on its own. Could he have been poisoned? Luckily we found out in time. We were just doing fine. We were both just fine. I thought this guy was out drinking or something. Man, I thought the plate... Man, I thought the plate, it should have retained its basic heating function, so why? After the bank declared us bankrupt, they shut off all the heating to our house. Without sunlight, it even gets colder inside. Why else would anyone light their fireplace? No basic human decency. Although, I don't know. Can we call them human? I can't think we can really call them human, can we? I'm back, Benny. What are you squatting in front of the stove for? Get up already. The charcoal today is especially waterlogged. I've been trying to light it for a while now, but I can't get it burning at all. Just look at all the soot on your face. You think you just crawled out of the mines. Hurry up and wipe it off. It ain't a big deal if you can't get it burning. Just wait until I get back. Dad, don't tell me you were in such a hurry this morning that you poured water directly into the stove. Hey, I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Hand me the tongs, I'll do it. Wait, is Benny actually his son? Cause like Benny looks like this dude looks human, and Benny looks like he doesn't look human. Probably yes, but also no. Thanks, I'll remember that. You think I can't tell when you're lost in the sauce? Oh, excuse me? Okay, why are you blowing on it directly? Carl told me you can't light this. can't light the stove, which is why he entrusted it to me before he left. Since when have you done it? What else did Carl tell you? Everything about how you were so impatient you poured an entire pail of water into the stove to douse the flames. Not only did the coal get ruined, but the bread Helen baked became inedible. She was so mad she chewed your ear off. When did he tell you all that? Who do you think left me all alone back then? Left you all alone? What are you talking about? How would you even remember anything from when you were so little? All you did was sit in Woodrow's arms and tug on his beard. I didn't believe you. Yeah, you can't really call them human. Not purely, at least. But you know what? Even if they're not human, they still look fine. Especially like even the dudes also look pretty good looking, and it's great. Like I like it, but I still don't think I'll be using the dudes, right? Who is it? Sorry, it's me. All this smoke. The stove's completely soaked on the inside. I've been trying to ignite the charcoal for a while now, but haven't had much luck. Give me a moment. No problem, I can help out too. These pieces of charcoal are completely waterlogged. Can you swap them out? This is all the charcoal we got from the caravan. Then, how about some firewood? We can put the broken pieces underneath to isolate the moisture, then lean any thin branches against the stove to light them on fire. Then you'll just need to add more firewood as necessary. Where'd you learn all that? On the battlefield? Why do you ask? Aren't you a mercenary? I mean, he did see you shoot at some like people. It's done. Thanks for helping, Benny. Light the stove, but you should leave now. But I haven't even said anything yet. I just don't understand. Why are you so stubborn about it? Yeah, I'm wondering too. Of course you wouldn't. Then help me understand. I'll never give up if you just keep sending me away. Benny's mother is buried there. That's what it is. Jessica, I was abandoned here by my birth mother when I was just 4 years old. It was the miners here who raised me. When I enlisted in the army, I focused on learning blasting techniques so that I'd be able to help out in the mines. As soon as I was discharged, I came back and became an mining engineer. I was involved in the renovation and expansion of the mining tunnels below town, the factory above us, and even the power plant we repaired a few days ago. The miners back then must have lived much better lives than they do now. If you told me back then what Davistown would become, I would have figured you were cursing me out. True, life can be unpredictable like that. Later, I adopted my coworker's kids, Benny and his brother Carl. Okay, that's what I thought. Cause even if he was related to Leon, um he would have like brown hair, wouldn't he? At least, or like not white, not whitish like that. And even later, the mines kept deprecating until all I could do was keep holding on to my shares no matter what. Like hell, I'd let those damn stalkers take my life's work and dump it for scraps. But there's no way the mine is ever coming back. Just stop talking. I'm serious here. If you keep holding onto your shares, the bank is going to force you to pay off your debts. Get out of my house. Please, Leon. Even if you kick me out, you're going to have to come face to face with reality. Alright, Benny. Step out for a bit. You can stay at Auntie Helen's for a night. I'll come find you after Jessica and I finish talking. But you can't send Benny away. No, you're trying to lecture me on how to be a parent? Yesterday, you stop it already, Jessica. Not another word. Yesterday, some gangsters hired by the bank went after your son. Is that true, Benny? Yes. Leon's heart constricts as he looks Benny's soot-stained face. Why didn't you tell me anything? Even if I did, what good would it do? Would you march up to the bank and make a scene? What would that even solve? After seeing his child leave, the man who had been talking so confidently a moment ago immediately hunches his back and squats down by the stove. He picks up the tongs and carefully prudes at the wood. Even though the flame is already burning brightly, a puff of black smoke still comes out and sends him into a fit of coughing. If I sell my shares in the mine, what will I have left? At the very least, you won't leave Benny saddled with debt, and they won't take your house. First it was Carl. After Carl left, it was Benny. Ever since I took on so much debt, I've been out working from sunup to sundown, leaving the kids at home to fend for themselves. They were in charge of keeping the stove lit, and they had to handle the finances, and Benny was nearly kidnapped. In the end, I couldn't pay off my debts or protect the people I wanted to protect. I'm a right I'm a right bastard through and through. Leon smacks the stove hard with the tongs, hard enough to cause sparks to fly. I'd rather die than bow down to those savages at the bank. Just the thought of that they'd have the gall to kidnap Betty makes me want to blow the whole damn place to bits. Leon, you said earlier that after I sell my remaining shares, I'll at least be able to leave the house for Benny. But you sure did a number on my stove, just to win me over. You weren't kidding when you said you'd do anything. No, I didn't pour the water in there. I wouldn't go that far. Wait, if it wasn't you, then who? Oh, Woodrow! What are you doing here? Woodrow doesn't answer. He simply walks right up to the stove and sets down a heavy-looking box. Leon walks over and sees the box stuffed haphazardly with charcoal pieces. Consider it an apology. Man, this guy, stoic but pretty good character. Relax, Leon. The toes on your shoes are about to tear the carpet. Does she have like cat feet? I mean, I wouldn't mind. Relax. That word has no place here. Wait, what? Oh, Leon. I was thinking Jessica. I would assume Jessica would be really nervous in this situation. I prepared all the promissory documents and transfer contracts, so the bank should have nothing to say. Of course, Benny helped out a lot as well. The process shouldn't take very long, and it'll all go smoothly. Would you like me to get you some water? Nah, I'm good. The fact that I can even stand here means I'm already mentally prepared to let it all go. I'm really sorry about this. Just leave me alone for a second. Now that I can single-handedly release them from those blood-sucking shareholders with the swipe of a pen, I need a moment to myself so I can say goodbye. Jessica? Sylvia? Yes, so here's the deal. I took a sneak peek at the documents you prepared. Mr. Thurman's loan repayment is not within the scope of my job, but there are a number of issues with your reference data. The shares are overvalued, and there are some holes that don't add up in the end. You're still short by a considerable amount. I'd appreciate if you could call him over for me, since there's no way I can face him. No, we're not going to put that on him right now. I'll make a check out to the bank. So can you keep it a secret from me, please? This much in one lump sum? It's not that big of a deal. Desperate times. But if Mr. Thurman found out, you know how prideful he can be. Which is why this is just between us. Nobody else needs to know. Please, Sylvia. Okay then. Then can I take another look at your documents? I only have copies with me. That's good enough. There are still areas that could use some adjustment. And then there's the tax returns. Look, these are all items that could have been written off. 30 bucks here, 75 there. There's also a rather large deduction here, hour, a full 400. Adding everything up, it comes out to 1,329. Though that's barely a fraction of the amount you have to make up for. You discovered all of that just by casually thumbing through the documents. This looks good enough. Then I'll directly report this and say that you filed a brand new application. Finally, that should take care of the weight around Leon's neck, but he's far from the only one. I need to pick up the pace before Fort Baron arrives. Every person I help has to count for something, right? Manager, we can close Leon Thurman's case. He's finally decided to sell his shares. That obstinate bastard set us back for years. He was also extremely rude when selling them, scolding us with some rather colorful language and calling us kidnappers and so forth. But what can he do other than run his mouth? Well then, how about we pay him a direct visit next time? No need to rush. I heard someone advanced the money for him. Now he is indeed debt free. But once his shares are sold, there are plenty of other circling the mine, waiting for us to swoop in. So we're fighting the bank. I like it. Was that just one stage? No, that was two stages, right? Please tell me that was two stages. That was one stage, I think. Oh, what do we get from this? Honestly, I thought that was two, but it turns out it was just one. We'll try and finish at least three, right? And in the meantime, I've been farming the highest level stage that I can auto. In between the times that I haven't been progressing in the story. So at least that'll help me a little bit in mats. I feel weird saying this, but if the heating's still chugging along and the stove's lit too, why does it feel so cold? The banks went up to something again, are they? I hung them all I hung them up all night and my socks still ain't dry. What's that noise? How many times do I have to tell you to shove Woody? Oh, to shave Woody. Every time you take a sip of water, you spill droplets all over the table. What are you on about? I ain't had a drink since I came in. Then where did all these wet stains come from? Your diner's just getting old and rickety, just like my brain these days. Like, am I remembering this wrong, or has there always been a huge water stain over there? Ooh, the water pipes ruptured? Oh my god, no way my run-down old floorboards can handle all this water damage. Go and turn off the valve, then look for something to catch the water leaking in. I'll take care of things upstairs. Don't worry, Helen. You can come to our establishment and establish your own little restaurant there. of home cooking. My poor waist. I can barely even stand up straight. How are things looking up there, Woody? I suggest you grab a chair and sit down before I tell you. You aren't as spry as you used to be. Spare me the theatrics. Just lay it on me. I've seen it all by now. It's flooded up to my knees and all the furniture is ruined. Ooh. What about my clothes in the wardrobe? Are they okay? Your favorite color is red, right? I hope this is good news. Perfect. The water from the pipe all rusted color. Water from the pipes all rust colored, so I'm guessing all your clothes will be too. Dang. So, what the hell were you doing up there all this time? Grabbing all this. Oh, I almost forgot about this box. Where'd you find it? Where else? In the wardrobe. Not like you have anywhere else to hide stuff. I also grabbed a few things off your nightstand. At least there's no water inside. Now let's take a look. Here's the insurance policy. It should cover today's damages. Also the deed to the land, the house, and my passbook. Why are you still hanging on to that? You know you'll never touch none of that money. Would you throw it away if you were me? See, you get what I'm talking about, don't you? What he saved up all these years wasn't just the money. It was his conviction too. Sentimental old fool. We're all old fools here, Woody. Compared to the fickle future, the pieces of the past we built up over the years hit that much closer to home. Says you. Look, it's the novel that was sitting on the nightstand too. Ain't been opened for the longest time. The same old cliche love story about a rich girl and some farmer. Huh. Why you gotta be so grumpy? Ain't got nothing nice to say? I got plenty. Like, good luck at the bank tomorrow. You should thank your lucky stars I'm mellowed with age. So, what about you? Any plans for tomorrow? I'm gonna bring Jessica along to have a talk with someone. A talk. Yep, just your normal talk. I wonder what his normal talk is. Probably hanging somebody and interrogating them. Put the gun down, yeah? If you got something to say, old man, I'm listening. What are you so scared of? If you ask me, I'm as gentle as they come. So, you wanna chat? Let's chat. You and the bandits out there have been meeting up in secret these last few days. How about you share what you talked about? Let go of me, old man. I said, you spineless wimp. Give him a good kick, Jessica. Okay. I don't know. I wouldn't mind being interrogated by this. I would not mind. What are you doing? Wiping your shoes on my pants? Forget it, Jessica. How's your aim? Did she try and kick him and all they felt was nothing? Not too bad, I think. Perfect. Can you thread a bullet right between his ears? Ah, Jessica. Sorry, sir. My hand is still a bit shaky, but it's not like I hit you with that last one, so you can stop screaming. Oh man, this face. Uh, this is precious. We need a screenshot of this, and I'm gonna probably use this for my next thumbnail. Sorry, sir. My hand is still a bit shaky. Okay, it's fine. You'll get it after a few tries. All right. It was what? It was because they've been short on manpower these days, so they're trying to recruit us. I figured, seeing how none of us on the plate can repay our debts anyway, might as well get some folks a chance to dig themselves out. Huh? You're talking about converting people to a life of banditry? Oh, It's not like I forced them or anything. They were really ready to jump ship before I even finished talking. Come on, like I said, what are you fellas so afraid of? Just tell me the truth. Says the man waving a gun in my face. What if we say something that pisses you off? Where are those bandits hiding now? How would I know? They're so damn slippery. That's enough, Jessica. Just let us go already, old man. You can take anything you want from this room, please. Manners. Color me surprised. These punks actually have some pretty nice stuff. Even got some bottles of beer and champagne in the corner. Did we seriously just let them walk away scot-free? All I care about is finding those missing people. If these punks want to leave the plate, that's their call. I ain't gonna judge them for it. But I think... Want something to drink? I think I'll pass. Mellow, full-bodied fragrance of hops and a refreshing aftertaste. Where the hell did they get such quality booze? Maybe the bank is paying them with the alcohol and not in money or anything. My sincerest apologies, Helena. Ma'am, after a preliminary review and discussion, we cannot accept your compensation application. Damage to the water pipes in your incident photos is clearly man-made. Man-made? Wait, you mean someone's messing with us again? Considering your restaurant's revenue and liabilities, we have ample reason to believe that you deliberately damaged your own water system to cash out on the insurance plan. You think this is insurance fraud? No, ma'am, we're simply saying it as a reasonable conclusion to make. As long as you provide professional proof that eliminates that possibility, we'll be able to move on to the claims process. How am I supposed to find a judge or a lawyer on this damn plate? It's been ages since they all left. My apologies, but we're simply following procedure. If that's all, then I'd like to assist the next customer. There's a long line behind you. Then withdraw the money from this passbook. This passbook, yes, this jogs my memory. You've already applied several times before, but can you prove that you came by this source of income legally? What in the hell bullshit is this? He sent me this passbook along with a letter, but by the time I arrived in Davistown, he'd already passed away. All his neighbors can attest to that. Do you really expect that to hold up, legally speaking? Just give me back my stuff. I'm leaving. All your belongings are right here. Remember to take them with you, ma'am. Also, may I offer you a little reminder? What is it? Based on the photo you provided, we can only guarantee one thing. The flooding to your restaurant has significantly reduced its value, meaning it no longer enough to offset your existing debts. If you don't want to enter the compulsory liquidation process, I recommend you consider the following. I've heard enough. Just keep your trap shut, bastard. Helena? Looks like she didn't notice us. Why are there so many people here today? What's the bank up to? This is a collection notice I received earlier this morning. It says that I'm insolvent and will be declared bankrupt soon, but I've been making my payments. Ma'am, we've been extending your loan term so far, but we're no longer able to grant you leniency. The good news is that after liquidation, your existing assets, your remaining balance will be only 2,000 gold certificates, which I'm sure you'll have no trouble procuring. Please, can you extend it just another 2 months? No, 1 month is enough. Unfortunately, no, we can't push it back even a single day. If you're unable to make your payment, we'll have no choice but to begin the compulsory process. All your property will be confiscated and you'll have to leave Davistown within the time allotted while continuing to pay your debt of roughly 10,000 certs. Of course, failure to do so will result in criminal liability. But I can't afford that. Whether it's 2 or 10,000, please, I beg you, just 1 more month's grace. If you truly have no other option, please take a look at this. The Pioneer Plan, if you apply now, you'll be able to enjoy a certain amount of loan forgiveness. But I'm already so old, even if I went out on the frontier, what could I possibly do? Are you in any position to worry about that? Will you continue to carry out your debt at the risk of criminal liability? and lose the roof over your head, or would you rather shed some of your debt and start a new life on the frontier? Do you really need to hear my opinion? I'll sign it. Excellent. Please, head to your right. My colleagues there will help you get signed up. Next customer. Wow, this is this is another level of bullshit. What the hell is this? Exactly, Franca. You two are here to discuss business. Please get in line. Oh, if it isn't Miss Liscarm and Miss Franca, how are you doing? Have you finished looking over the list? You've got some explaining to do. Why are you forcing people out into the barrens? By signing the agreement, they can shed a lot of their existing debt and start over without that weight on their backs. Isn't that the best possible outcome? And what about the list? How many are these people supposed to be bandits? They're just a bunch of destitute old folk who don't want to run out of their homes. Don't want to be run out of their homes. Once they go bankrupt, their homes no longer belong to them, rather to us, the creditors. What else would you call it when someone takes advantage of the lack of police to squat on someone else's property? Is that not a crime? So your so-called law and order is just driving out poor people who can't pay up. There's nothing so-called about it. That is law and order, Miss Franca. What in the hell? Insurance fraud. They're declaring you bankrupt. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. Feel I feel like I'm gonna pop a blood vessel. If the bank is purposely deprecating the value of the diner, how much are they slashing it by? I've been going back and forth with them for a while now, but seems like they're settling at 50,000 certs. If it's only 50,000, I can lend you the rest. Just like you secretly lent money to Leon. Sylvia told you? It's been eating her up inside, so she told me this morning. Don't worry though, I can keep a secret. If you want to lend me money, of course, I'd accept it, but who knows how long you'll take to pay it back, if ever. I don't mind, even if you never pay it back. No, stop it, don't say things like that. I'll definitely find a way to return the favor someday. Yes, yes, come with us. Here, when the bank comes to collect, give them this check. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? It ain't like you're the one borrowing money. Man, I wonder if Jessica just keeps like a big bag on her of just uh what do you call that when you write money on a I forgot what you call it. Checks? Yeah, checks. Just a big bag of checks. By the way, one other thing. Leon was too embarrassed to tell you himself, but he wanted me to pass this on. He found out about the money. You silly girl, I told you, your secret's safe with me. Why would I tell him? He just wants to treat you to a meal. Seems like bandits aren't the only thing Woodrow's been tracking. He's got a good catch of foul beasts. Miles and Benny'll be there too. Okay then, you don't sound too happy about it. That's because, actually, I saw a lot of people outside the bank on the way here. They were signing agreements to head out to the frontier. I asked around, it seemed like it's a way of shedding some of their debt. But why do they have to abandon everything and risk their lives to start over in a place with nothing just for a little bit of debt relief? Can they even survive that ordeal? And last but not least, the main course, garlic crusted fowl beast with roast potatoes. That doesn't sound too bad. That smells amazing. I'll have this piece. Put it down, Woody. That's for Jessica. You heard her. She is the star of tonight's feast. It's no big deal. I just saw what was going on in Davistown and felt that I couldn't sit back and watch. As for the food, I'm fine with whatever. Really, I even had some biscuits earlier, so I'm not that hungry. Oh man, I'm sure those memes went so off. I gotta look at those later. See, she's fine with it. No means no. Benny, this one's for you. Oh, thank you very much. Wait. Oh, before her alter. So I guess there's not as much memes coming about her anymore, right? It probably changed the theme of the memes because of her alter too. I'm pretty sure it's probably something that just her hiding behind a shield and crying or something. What's so funny? Nothing. It just occurred to me how different you seem compared to when we first met. Yeah, he's been like that for ages. When he first strolled in town, he immediately pissed off pretty much everyone in the mines. We all thought that this grumpy, sharp-tongued asshole was here to cause trouble. And what happened after that? Then he met Helena. He really should be thanking her. If it weren't for her warmth and willingness to put in a few good words for him with those unlikable fellas. But chat a bit today and you'll find common ground tomorrow. In the end, she discovered his more charming side and shoved it off to the others. There was even a song going around at the time, probably written by one of her admirers. Still remembering how it goes, Miles? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Right, there was that song. I think it's coming back to me. Oh, give us the intro and let's sing it together. Who gave you jerks permission to sing in my restaurant? I'm wandered here alone, not a penny to my name. My hometown far behind me, miles and miles away. Wow. The barrens stretch before me, as far as I can see. And who's waiting at the end? Who indeed but she? She spread her arms, spread her heart, showed me that pretty face. And from that moment on, I found my dreams in her embrace. Man, amazing. Is this song about Helena? Who else? If you ask me, the her it mentions might not be a specific, but rather a broader idea. What sort of idea? Maybe this she is a home filled with everyone's dreams, Davistown itself. Hey, that makes sense. Think about it. The second verse talks about her body, right? That's the energy tower. Her hair is the white smoke coming from it, and her burning heart must be the plant's furnace. I guess that's one way to put it. In that section, you fellas just sang with her arms and her embrace. Ain't that just like those two long railroad tracks embracing everyone here? So many pioneers carved out this piece of land bit by bit with the tools in their hands and become the place they started their families and businesses in. And after that, even more youngsters arrived with their dreams and aspirations, following the footsteps of the previous generation and pitching in their youth and passion. She and only she is worthy of everyone's admiration. I knew it. I knew it. It all makes sense now. Anyhow, no way in hell anybody's pinning all their hopes and dreams on my body. Hmm. I'm not sure about that. I know I can count one person. The energy has nothing more to say. The engineer has nothing more to say. His eyelids droop and his head tilts back slightly. The restaurant owner words whisking him back to the past. He remembered the soot-stained faces of his co-workers when they went home after a long shift. He remembers how his neighbors would greet him in the morning when he left for work. He remembers the cool and refreshing beer from escaping from the rim of his glass, and the warmth of it on his cheeks from the children's kisses. His thoughts are wild and turbulent, but they fill his heart with warmth and comfort. Just like the song he is humming right now, completely toneless yet moving nevertheless. And who's waiting at the end? Who indeed but she? She spread her arms, spread her heart, showed me that pretty face, and from that moment on, I found my dreams in her embrace. The others in the room stopped what they were doing and made no other sound. only engineer's voice is allowed to fill the entire restaurant, and after a while, the boiler worker's coarse voice joins the song, and the restaurant owner begins to hum along softly. Even Woodrow, whose attention had been seized by the food on his plate, cannot help but tap his fingertips against his knees to the beat. Only Jessica feels gripped by unequal knees, as if there is a dark shadow in her heart that will not go away. Ooh, still a bit lagging. Oh shit. That is not good. Goodness. Goodness. Why are you like this? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been having so many problems this past week. I was planning to stream Ready or Not with a few friends, but like my PC like it was just ooh. What the hell? No, no you're not. No you're not. No you're not. No you're not. Oh, oh, just barely. But yeah, speaking of recently yeah, that's probably it too. 'Cause like I was about to say like Wilds my like I haven't been streaming Wilds because like the shaders on it is having problems too. Like the shaders are flickering in and out on like surfaces, and it's like looks really scuffed. So like I've been holding off on streaming that too. No, like like I don't know how. Because it looked like the damage she does is like minuscule, but she was able to save it.
許しません。
Oh, what the fuck? Who died? Oh,
絶対許しません。
I was hoping I could get Jessica for free on this event too.
手加減はしませんよ。何を待ってる。
She spread her arms, spread her heart, showed me that pretty face, and from that moment on, I found my dreams in her embrace. I still remember when you fellas got together to sing that back in the day. Your voices lit up the entire room. Felt like your singing cleared up the winter fog that year. Always the same song as just now, ma'am. Hardly. They knew all sorts of songs. The miners came from all over, bringing so many songs in so many languages. Does Woodrow also know how to sound? He ain't much of a talker. Whenever we all got together, he just stuffed his face like now. Hello. When are you gonna crack open a bottle of champagne I brought back? Shoot, I really am getting old, huh? Nearly forgot. About Miles, he... Don't worry about it, but don't worry about him. Said he wanted to take a stroll, so he did. Just pop the cork and pour him a glass. We can toast when he comes back. Alright, without further ado. But, wow. Are, like, are those... wait, healers can't really attack, so... What the hell kind of operators have such small amounts of attack? They probably do a lot of debuffs then, huh? The cork shoots out with a pop. Golden wine and silver foam splash out at the same time. The sweet aroma spreads across the room, and wondrous befuddlement sparkles in the eyes of everyone at the table. Here, Jessica, you're the star tonight, so the first glass is for you. Thank you. Next up to you is you, Woody. Thanks for helping her talk some sense into that stubborn old burden beast. Don't mention it. This one's for Miles. This one's for me. And lastly, and definitely least, is you, Leon, for killing us with worry all this time. Okay, I deserve that. To be perfectly honest, I actually... If you got something to say, better wait for Miles. You ain't gonna leave him out like that, are you? Ah, yeah, makes sense. The table that had been lively all evening falls quiet, and the spilled champagne seeps silently into dark, unseen places. Past bowls and plates. Excuse me, what is it, Benny? Past cups and saucers. Actually, there's something I wanted to announce to everybody. Was wondering why you were so quiet today, but I guess you had something brewing. Waiting to snatch the spotlight from your dad at the dinner table? Benny, why don't you wait for Miles to... Past empty wine bottles. No, I think now's the best time. I falls over to this table's edge and seeps into the floor. I'm leaving. Guess you finally got sick of us noisy old farts. Can't you... Let's see. Got disconnected for a little bit right there. Ooh, even the BGM is cutting in and out. I planned on doing at least 3 stages, but like it looks like we're gonna have to end it after this one. The connection's just too bad right now. Eh, it's probably the weather. It's been really bad weather these last few days. So there's that. Let's go ahead and try and finish this off. It's something I've been meaning to get off my chest, but I never got the chance, so I'm saying it now. What's wrong? Why does everyone look like it just started raining? Miles, Benny just said that he wants to leave Davidstown. What? How long you been thinking about this boy? About a year or so. Last month, Miss Selena from next door came over and said that her daughter in Ironforge City. Man, these are some cool names. Ironforge City managed to find a caravan willing to come through here. She said she was planning to go with it to follow her daughter. Asking if I wanted to come, she thought it'd be a waste of my talents to stay. No matter how much I learn here, I wouldn't have a place to use any of it. She told me she didn't want me to become the next Sylvia. Ooh, man, I feel bad for Sylvia. What about your living expenses? Tuition? Where are you gonna live? Don't worry, there are plenty of boarding schools in Orangeforge City willing to provide scholarships so I can study there. Benny, why wait so long to discuss this with us? It's a big decision. You know better than that. I'm sorry, Miles. He ain't asking for our input. Just letting us know the decision he's made. Have you thought this through? Weighed the pros and cons? Who knows? This place might perk up once it gets moving again. You can always decide then. I don't want to wait that long. The only reason you're all willing to stay put and pray things get better is because you remember the good old days. But I don't. This place has been a dump for as long as I can remember. My adopted father worked so hard for this place, throwing away everything else without hesitation. My brother took his place as a pillar of the family and wanted to join the mercenary group when he came of age, to earn money to send back home. But a few years later, those people sent his belongings back with no explanation in the attached letter except a few lines saying they're sorry. There should have been another path for him back then, just like there should be one for me now. Am I wrong? So when are you leaving? Tomorrow. I know I shouldn't have waited this long to tell you, but I didn't say it now. But if I didn't say it now, I'll never get another chance. I'd like to screenshot this just because of how um just the vibe it gives. All right. The boy glanced around the table at his father, mustering. Oh shit. Let's see. His father, mustering the courage to look him in the eyes, he desperately hopes to see anger and resentment that would make him feel little less guilty and less conflicted. But his father simply hangs his head and remains silent, completely at a loss for words. Leon, it's fine, it'll be alright. It's not a bad idea. You should leave, you deserve it. And I gave Leon a few pats on the shoulder, but he simply continues to mechanically repeat a few words of approval, prompting her to shake him a bit harder. It's fine, Helena. It'll be alright. This is how it should be. Then I wish you a safe journey. Take care of yourself, kid. Oh man, you didn't have to say that, Con. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to put it out there like that. I can feel the depression exuding out of my screen, especially this fucking BGM. It's not making it any better, but damn is it good for a mood setter. Why is it so damn cold here? Oh look, it's Chernobyl. Picked up some wood and we can burn. Feel any better yet? Judging from how you curled up into a ball, I'm guessing you'd never been through anything like this. Hope your folks think you'd make it as a mercenary. Oh, is this Carl? Huh? You decide on yourself? But why? Did you get in a fight with your family? This is probably Carl's perspective, right? Oh, there are people you want to protect and problems you want to solve, huh? Sounds pretty ambitious if you ask me. I'm a bit jealous, to be honest. Most people you see out here in these ruins on a battlefield were pushed here by circumstances, myself included. Con, at the end of this story, at the end of this fucking story, not the event. Well, yeah, kinda, but like at the end of the main storyline,